So today I figured I'd let you know the medical exams that my surgeon had ordered for my upcoming bariatric surgery. Um, and I don't know if it's all kind of the same thing or if it's different per person. I'm sure it's a little different for every person. But anyway, this the test that he required that I have is number one is I had a echocardiogram. So he could just test out, check out the function of my heart, um, see how that's going, and that was great. It's a super easy test. If you've never had one, you just kind of lay there on your side, and they run that probe all around your chest with the jelly on it, and take all kinds of readings of your heart and its function. It takes probably 45 minutes, and it's very simple. The next test that I had was a nuclear stress test, also for my heart, and I didn't have to do any kind of getting on a treadmill and bringing my heart rate up. It was medically created. First, you start and they inject you with isotopes so that the scanner can really read what's going on inside you. And then you just kind of sit there and you let that kind of flow around and get where it needs to get to. Then they inject you with this medicine that creates stress, heart on your heart, like you've been working out basically. And that's a really interesting process. They told me, well, sometimes it burns in certain people, sometimes it does this, sometimes it does that, it takes your breath away, that type of thing. So I'm just laying there, having a good time talking to all the nice people there at the hospital, and they inject that stuff in you, and from one breath to the next, it's crazy. It's like all of a sudden you're, but that doesn't last. That doesn't last all that long. It takes, probably took 15, 20 seconds, and I started to feel back to normal. So it's not a scary thing or anything. But then after that, they put you in, and they put you in a scanning machine, and it may be kind of I don't know if it's a CAT scan or an MRI or what it is, but it's one of those where you're laying flat on your back and you're going in and out of this tunnel. It starts first of all with these two cameras basically that kind of make their way around you and do their magic, and then you go into that tunnel. For someone like me, that was uncomfortable. I'm no good at laying on my back. My back just does not take laying down. I have to sleep like in a recliner so that I'm inclined and all that sort of thing. So laying flat just instantly kills my back. And unfortunately, you can't put enough pillows under your knees to get them up in a good position for you, because that you'll interfere with the machine then. So anyway, so that was a little tough, but that's only 8 to 10 minutes that you're in there doing that. So I finally got done with that. And then the next day I had to go back and do the second part of that stress test. And it's the resting version of the stress test. And basically all they do is they inject you with those isotopes again, and you sit there for about 20 minutes while that stuff goes to where it needs to go to and does its magic. And then you go back into that scanning machine. Well, the second time it was still 8 to 10 minutes, but I think that I had prepared myself better. So I think that it just didn't seem like it was nearly as long, but it was still the 8 to 10 minutes. So the second time around was a lot better for me. But anyway, then the third test I had to do was a week later. I went in and they did I think they call it an endoscopy or something like that, and it's basically a camera down your throat, checking your esophagus, and they go down, I think, to your stomach, and what they're looking for is, I had a little history of some acid reflux or GERD or even just heartburn, whatever you want to call it. And I guess with bariatric surgery, that initially the surgery can create a condition that make conditions good for you to have, heartburn and acid reflux and such. So you kind of need to be careful about that. So they just wanted to test and see what condition I was already going into this thing. Just, give them an idea of what they may need to deal with later on. But when it was all said and done, um, everything went great. The echocardiogram. I do have a heart murmur, so it just shows what that is, and it's a little bit of calcification on one of the flaps of one of the valves, but that's no biggie. My heart still flows great blood and creates good oxygen for my body and all that sort of stuff, so it's doing really well. The stress test, that went well. Everything turned out great. I have beautiful insides, so because you get pictures of what it turns out to look like on the inside and stuff. So that combined with about a year and a half ago, I had my first colonoscopy. So basically, I'm checked out from top to bottom, and I'm looking good. So it's really kind of neat. It's kind of neat to have all that information and to have the knowledge that, hey, even though I've lived, several decades with this obese lifestyle that I have for myself, things still look really good. So I've got good bones, like you would say. So once you get the weight down, I think that I'm gonna have a marvelous life, and I'm so looking forward to it. But anyway, I just kind of wanted to let you know what I had gone through, um, and I'm still waiting for. Looks like I said the 17th of April is going to be my surgery, and I'm so looking forward to it. So anyway, I just kind of wanted to let you know how things have been going for me. So until the next time I see you, I hope you have a wonderful day.